What's up, Lily? This is a lazy update that I have to see, Lily, from my channel. So one thing you have to recognize is that, I cannot, continue, this, lack of validation thus far. That's only, to inform you that what's happening recently is far beyond my comprehension. Okay, first of all, Lily, I didn't get the job at Big Five Sporting Goods, and kind of funny, Lily. I was gonna have a full fledged video about this, Lily. I woke up to a full, blog on Primo TV with Sadie Sparks when I was your age, Lily. Dino froze, a whole bunch, blue, 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 and I wore blue for the interview, Lily. And that had Bobby Law, Lily in my head. He thought he didn't get the job. He had a whole bunch of fucking shit, Lily. And I crumbled, Lily, not because of the job. And guess what happened, Lily? When I figured out I didn't get it, Lily, it was, subtle, So let me tell you this right now. I've been heavily rushed for this video. I don't give a fuck about anything because I went all out. In my honest opinion, I'm gonna state, a little bit. These are the shoes I wore to the interview, okay? Kind of unprofessional, but not really. Because you know why? Where I fuck up the meat and where I fuck up Lily, unless it comes to logic. You say how you said, applied for a whole bunch of jobs, like, 3 applications within 1 hour, which is why I told the lesbian cops, by the way, is the exact same reason, Lily, when you should work on one that's strong. And that's exactly what I did at Big Five, Lily. I did the move in Chicago, Lily, which is an amendment, Lily. If you do the move in Chicago, Lily, you get the job, Lily. But the another thing, Lily, is fucking this round one and this Mad World shit. So, their voices, going in and out of people's throats. So, the reality of the shit was, Lily, I trained, for 2 weeks to get a job, Lily. Not only did I do the move in Chicago, Lily, I ran, and I also read the amendment, but then they let me know something on the inside, Lily. They sent the black hole. When I tried to, apply for a job, looks just like Catherine. So I'm like, until you recognize that, Lily, that's another girl just like Catherine, Lily, that's a generic Mexican face, that you're not really going anywhere. And so, Lily, so they promised me to be tortured, by my cousin again, for a year or 2 years, Lily, without, a physical validation for the company. So guess what I want to do, Lily? I literally heard from Michael this morning that, Lily, I can't see the new Demon Slayer movie at the AMC theater. I'm like, oh, why not, Lily? Fucking, you gotta torture me again, Lily. I might as well sneak into Baratier. And this is and this is real little shit because what's happening, Lily, is I showed that it's fucking stupid. Lily, what's going on? My uncle right now has nothing to do, Lily, what's in my head. The reason why I'm perfectly, I'm composed up here is because of the fucking brain song that I made for the soundtrack for Brick House Bandit. Everything that he fucking said and did had nothing to do with the fucking soundtrack. I cut it in half. I cut, Lily, and when you put me in the phone, when you put me in debt, Lily, while I'm waiting for jail pending, Lily, that means I'm not trying, some smart aleck or anything. That means I have a right to live real life because I did everything, including Juboxy, before you did that shit, because you didn't understand. You decided to be selfish, Lily, and just say autism and that's it, without any other details, knowing I have relationships like Shannon, Chidori, other girls that I can't activate. So I'm like, it doesn't matter, That's a short summary. This video is supposed to be way longer because what's happening, Lily, is people are severely immature. It was me that figured out that, you can't, run a world, Lily, that's based on autism, which is what this word's based off of. I say it again, Lily. In a world that you can absorb, Lily, they put autism, Lily, and have NASA, Lily, morph that shit together if you know where a morph is, especially in the gang, Lily. So you can't, be mature, Lily. Well, I'm the one who had the most mature revelation where it came to not smoking and recognizing why anime is in HD, Lily, to a point where you're making content specifically for me to get high. So, let's blow it out. So what am I gonna do, Lily? This is Pac-Man. The Valentine's Day special is 5 years old. What am I gonna do? Go in depth about how he's Super Money? Get the fuck out of here, Lily. I didn't even do my hair this morning. I don't give a fuck about anything. I might go to the gym. It doesn't matter, Lily. There's a high tier thing called Chaz. Lily, that I am every single day. I'm mainstream Chaz. I'm Chaz all the fucking time, Lily. To my mother, especially Lily. At this time, Lily, where it's spiritual and drowsy, Lily, I'm still Chaz, especially with freshman year. So you really gotta grow up. Lily, life is not in my hands anymore. So Lily, you gotta really think about that.